I made $12,000 this month trading with just one prop firm, Finance. I have a $300,000 mass allocation with them, and this payout is only 4% of that capital. The reason why I'm doing this video is I want to show you that you don't need 50% max and you just need big capital and a consistent 3 to 4% each month. Like most of you, I came into trading thinking it was quick money and I'll be rich in a year or two. After 6 years of trading all day, I learned those were all fairy tales sold by bullshits on TikTok and Instagram, and I realized it wasn't a get rich quick skill set. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Zaha Trace. I have been full-time trading for 6 years now, and I have a $700,000 in finite capital, and I got 6 figures in payout across multiple prop firms. Today I will show you all the payouts, all the trades I took, and the reasons behind each entry. This is the Finance dashboard, and you can see these are all the payouts I got from Finance. And it wasn't just one big payout. I actually received 6 separate payouts this month. Here are the emails I got for each one. By the way, almost all of them were paid within 6 to 10 hours. So that's the dashboard, the payout confirmations and actual deposits, $12,000, all from just 4% growth this month. So this is the first trade I took on GJ 15-minute time frame during the London session. If you saw the show I uploaded on 15-minute break it trade strategy, you probably already know how this setup works. This is really simple. We've got a resistance line here and a support line below, and as you can see, the left side of the chart is clean, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Now here's the reason why I actually took this trade. This candle right here broke out of this resistance line and closed above it. That's my first confirmation. The very next candle then pushed up and broke above the previous candle's wick. That's my second confirmation. At the same time, when I checked the left side, I saw that there was already a clean move that happened there before. That gave me confidence we could see a repeat of that kind of move. So I enter a buy, I place my stop loss just below the previous candle's wick, and I aim for 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. And this trade ended up giving me $3,000 profit. One clean setup, and that's the result. Nothing complicated, just straightforward trading. Alright, now let's look at the Euro USD trade that made me $2,000. So this was a buy I took on Euro USD. And a lot of people might be wondering, why will I buy when the market looks bearish? Let's break it down with a top-down analysis. First, the weekly chart, as you can see, we have been making higher highs and higher lows, classic bullish stretcher. Now let's check the daily chart. Same story here, higher highs, higher lows, stretcher still bullish. So the bigger picture on the Euro USD is bullish. But the real question is, why did I buy at this specific area and not somewhere else? Well, I look for what I call the last bearish candle, the candle that could kickstart the next bullish move. Right here, we've got one, and here's another. In fact, there are 4 potential areas we could map out where a bullish move might begin. But I didn't buy at every single one of those areas. Why? Because I also wait for confirmation on the lower time frame. And for that, I drop down to the 15-minute chart. If you watch my last video, my support and resistance breakdown, you understand exactly why I took this trade. On the 15-minute, it is very clear. We had a change of corridor and a break of stretcher to the upside. That was my signal. So as soon as I saw the confirmation, I entered the buy, placed my stop loss just below that area and aimed for 1 to 2 profit target. And this trade alone ended up giving me $2,000 profit. One clean setup, following a higher time frame trend and letting a lower time frame confirm the entry. Okay, this one is quite simple. I took 2 trades back to back on gold and both on a 15-minute time frame. And this is a strategy I have been working on for almost 3 months now, backtesting and refining it. It's a trendline breakout strategy that has given me a proven win rate. Honestly, the reason I even started backtesting with trendlines is because of Tory trades. I saw just using trendlines and making thousands of dollars, and I thought, why don't I give it a shot? So I dedicated myself to backtesting and building a system around it. Okay, this is how it works. I draw a trend line on a 15-minute time frame, and I look for 3 touches on that trend line. Once we have got those 3 touches, I wait for a clean breakout. This is it. Quite simple, right? From my backtested data, this trend line strategy has given me 70% win rate, which is more than enough to be profitable. On my first trade, the setup was right there. The candle broke below the trend line, but I didn't take the trade immediately because there was a possible rejection width that could stop me out. Instead, I waited for a bearish candle that took out the wick. As soon as that happened, I entered the sell, placed my stop loss just above that previous candle's wick, and aimed for 1 to 1 risk to reward. Okay, the second trade wasn't a textbook breakout, but I still used the same trendline logic. Again, I needed 3 touches on the upward trend line. Once I saw that, I looked for a bearish confirmation candle, specifically a candle that touched the trend line, but also left a rejected wick. that was my entry. On this trade, instead of 1 to 1, I went for 1 to 1.5 because the move looked like it had more room to run. And these trades alone give me $2,000 profit. That's it. Very straightforward, very clean, and all built from a strategy I have been backtesting and refining every single day. Okay, this is the last trade I'm going to be talking about and explaining in this video. And honestly, it's almost identical to the very first trade we took on GJ. We used the exact same 15-minute break get trader strategy, and this setup has been absolutely killing it lately. Now I'll be real with you. Back in 2024, we had some tough months. July and August were pretty rough. But in 2025, this strategy has been delivering one winning month after another. So let me break this trade down. Just like before, I maxed out the resistance and support levels in the London session. Then I waited for a candle to break above resistance and close above it. Next, I checked the left side of the chart to make sure we had a clean move. That's my confirmation. Then I looked for the candle that not only broke above resistance but also got followed by another candle breaking the wick of that previous one. That's two confirmations stacked together. As soon as I saw that, I entered the trade and stop loss just went below the previous candle's wick, and my target was a simple 1 to 2 risk to reward. Now this move actually went very far, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, even close to 1 to 5. But honestly, I didn't care. My goal is to stick to my plan. I have backtested this strategy. I know it works. I don't need to chase extra profits. And this one single trade gave me $2,700 profit. Clean, simple, and all by the book. Now let's talk about the part that really matters, risk management. Because all the trades you just saw today don't work without it. I only risk 1 to 2% per trade. I mostly aim for 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. I only trade 2 to 3 times a week max. And I stay disciplined. If the setup isn't clean, I don't trade the trade. This is it, guys. This is all the process that made me $12,000 this month trading with just one prop firm. At the end of the day, risk management is what separates traders who survive from those who blow up. The 12K you just saw today, it only happened because I stuck to those rules. If you missed my full risk management breakdown, I'll link it up here on the screen and also in the description. That video goes way deeper, so watch it after this one. So that's how I made $12,000 in 1 month trading with just one prop firm Finance, with nothing more than a consistent 3 to 4% return and strict risk management. No 50, 60, and 100% months. By the way, on my last video, I actually uploaded the first ever trading challenge in YouTube history. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure to check it out. I've left the link in the description. And if you want me to drop even more trade breakdowns, let me know by commenting down below. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Remember, it's not about hitting huge numbers, it's about staying consistent. See you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.